Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
In 2020, our most beloved Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, presented the Shining World Courage Compassion Award to Direct Action Everywhere with a humble contribution of $20,000 to support its ongoing endeavors.
And that is why today we will march for the right to rescue. We will march to say that every animal, big or small, feathered or furry, deserves to be saved from a life of abuse.
Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, the world is in your hands.
We don't want more war. We want to ask the Palestinian government to put their hands in the Israeli government's hands in order to reach peace resolve, to end this bloody conflict. And they must know that this is a popular demand in the two sides.
Roni is Jewish and Maha is Palestinian, a resident of Gaza City in the Gaza Strip. These two heroic women share an enduring friendship that has already withstood 2 wars in Gaza. And when they spoke, these women didn't speak of blame. They spoke only of how dialogue and violence can end the pain that both sides and both of them have experienced. Together, they give each other hope for a better future.
We're tired of wars. We want to cry out and say no more war. There are other ways. We want to live peacefully with our neighbors across the border. We want people to understand that war isn't getting us anywhere. Violence isn't getting us anywhere.
We agree there is no military solution to the conflict, and that real peace resides not in the hands of the governments, but in the hands of the people, our hands.
Here, peace shall
O Gaza, please make peace, not war. Better near neighbors than relatives afar.
Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan.
Courage and Compassion on the Street is a series of shows featuring courageous street activists dedicated to communicating to the public the urgent need to protect animal people, our precious planet, and ourselves. They reach thousands of people who may otherwise have no idea of the cruelty behind the animal people meat industry and the grave threats in our very near future. We salute their noble work and sacrifice.
I see peace efforts. I see generous helping hands from all nations and individuals and groups and organizations. I see love growing in different ways. They are like the sparks of fire that will soon turn to mighty flames, that will cinder past ignorance and hatred and make a new beginning of a nobler and saintlier race on earth. Please think positive and keep doing what you can to awaken our neighbors and keep dreaming of a heavenly world in our lifetime and continue to the next generations to come. We are together. We are fearless. We are strong. We are determined to change the world. We are courageous. We are with all humanity who wish for a peaceful, safe, loving world, and we all deserve it. Please continue.
A tender-hearted welcome, precious viewers. My name is Lenora. The loving people of Shishal Nation, Canada, want to say good day to you in their traditional language, Shisha Shisharham or Sishalt, Itakwa. They also want to share with you the love they have for wildlife people, in keeping with their indigenous culture. Welcome to our show, multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 9, Worldwide Animal Liberation March, San Francisco, USA. On today's episode, we feature the Animal Liberation March, organized by the animal people rights organization, Direct Action Everywhere, on June 10, 2023, in San Francisco, California, United States. Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, is an international grassroots network of animal people rights activists founded in 2013 in San Francisco Bay Area, USA. DXE employs disruptive demonstrations and open rescue to uncover the inhumane practices of the meat industry, with the aim of establishing a movement that can successfully pass an animal bill of rights. Such a bill would offer essential safeguards to animal citizens, ultimately putting an end to the exploitation of animal people for good. In 2020, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, presented the Shining World Courage Compassion Award to Direct Action Everywhere with a humble contribution of $20,000 to support its ongoing endeavors.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy and/or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for Here's compassion and love towards Here's precious children.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
The Animal Liberation March was part of DXE's Animal Liberation Conference that was hosted at the University of California, Berkeley. This conference brought together hundreds of animal people advocates from around the world for a 6-day educational program, which included networking, seminars, panel discussions, and workshops to train activists on the best practices to bring maximum exposure to the cruelty and abuse of animal citizen exploitation industries through direct action in their local region. On the second day of the conference, attendees and local California residents gathered at Dolores Park in San Francisco for the Animal Liberation March. At the start of the march, a rally with heartfelt speeches from activists really got the crowd going. It began with Reverend Robert Yugen Doshin Yamada, founder of the Animal Liberation Temple and an ordained Soto Zen monk.
The nature I feel our animal friends deserve today, as we're about to take these streets. With love and compassion in our hearts. Let's take these streets! Let's shout so loud that all of San Francisco hears us. Let our voices echo around the world for farmed animals, for captive animals, for our fish friends, and all the nation of insects. Human liberation now! Eco liberation now! Animal liberation now!
Up next is Chris Eubanks, the founder of Apex Advocacy, the animal people advocacy organization in Atlanta, Georgia.
Dear meat, dairy, and all industries that exploit animals, you've had a long run, but your time is over. Yes, for so long you've made the world believe that it's okay to mistreat animals, and for so long we blindly followed you. But the world is finally learning the truth, and we are all beginning to see the lies that you fed us, and we are refusing to support you any longer.
The rally concluded with a speech by the founder and president of the Happy Hen Animal Sanctuary, the young heroine Zoe Rosenberg.
Helping animals is not a crime. Helping animals is an act of compassion. But we still have a long way to go. And that is why today we will march for the right to rescue. We will march to say that every animal, big or small, feathered or furry, deserves to be saved from a life of abuse. We will use the power of rescue to change the world. We already have, and we already are. Be loud, be brave, and don't ever, ever give up.
And with that, the Animal Liberation March began. Unchained TV staff, including the Shining World Vegan Journalist Award recipient Miss Jane Velez-Mitchell, were on site and live-streamed the march to the masses. DXE's lead organizer, Almira Tanner, also streamed the march to the Direct Action Everywhere Facebook page.
This social justice movement, animal liberation, is the most significant social justice movement of the 21st century. This will be a moment in history. Of course, we want diet change. That is extremely important. But we also want institutional change, governments and corporations. And that's where DXE comes in. DXE focuses on institutional change.
Save lives. Humans or animal people. Get immense merits.
DXE is challenging the current legal system that treats animal people as commodities. Fighting for the rights to rescue, DXE activists have won 2 rescue cases since 2022. That's a huge boost for the animal people liberation movement.
Vegan tested negative for violence.
Proactive viewers, Let us pause for a moment to reflect on what the world would be like if all animal citizens could live peacefully. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
We pray for Ukraine or you reign.
Welcome back to our show, multi-part series of Courage and Compassion on the Street, Part 9, Worldwide Animal Liberation March, San Francisco, USA. The Animal Liberation March was arranged with meticulous attention to attract the highest possible level of attention while ensuring the safety of all participants. A team of motorcyclists and street marshals were appointed to guarantee safety on the streets, while additional teams distributed vegan promotional materials to spectators. A prominent, handcrafted sign spearheaded the march, emblazoned with the message, "Fight for the right to rescue," and featuring depictions of Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE advocates, and animal individuals saved through DXE campaigns. Booming drumbeats reverberated through the streets, while colored flares drew attention, all while a loudspeaker guided peaceful chants.
Animals want to be happy! Just like us! Animals want to be happy! Just like us! Animals want to be happy! Just like us! What do we want? Animal liberation! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Animal liberation! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Animal liberation! When do we want it? Now!
Numerous demonstrators displayed placards with messages, including Animal Liberation Now, RightToRescue.com, Ban Meat by 2027, I Breathe, I Feel, I Am Cute, I Am Not Food, Go Vegan. Additionally, handcrafted signs depicted images of animal individuals rescued through the open rescue actions. Many attendees wore shirts from the Animal Liberation Conference bearing slogans such as "A better world is possible," "Liberation for all," and "No more factory farms." These slogans convey a strong message and inspire hope for a better future. To denounce corporations profiting from the brutal exploitation of animal people, the demonstration made 2 stops at major chain stores. One stop was at a pet people shop that trades in live mice folk, which are sold to snake individuals for consumption, and betta fish companions, who are often subjected to cruel treatment, such as being confined in small spaces or starved to death during transportation.
Humans attempt to satisfy every petty desire, from our desire to taste things, to feel comfortable fur clothing, to have animals in tanks for our entertainment, for things to look pretty or whatever. And in the process of satisfying all of our petty desires, we devastate, destroy, and dominate other living beings and their lives. And I'm really grateful. One positive thing is that California passed a law that bans selling rabbits and dogs and cats at pet stores like this. But why did we stop there? Even if they're a small mouse or a little betta fish or a cow or a dog or a human, no matter what species they are, every single one of us deserves to live happy, safe, and free.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Costa Rica is one of them.
Costa Rica Animal Welfare Act. The act outlaws the killing or harming of a domestic or domesticated animal person and bans organizing or conducting animal people fighting events. If found guilty, one faces 3 months to 1 year in prison. In addition, one may have a quarter to one-half of their wages garnished for carrying out the breeding or training of animal individuals for fights or not observing the minimum required animal people welfare standards.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
As the demonstration march for animal liberation continued, the participants walked underneath a sizable banner suspended from an overpass. The banner bore the words, "Animal Liberation Now. Fight for the right to rescue."
People care inherently, they care about animals. They would not want to harm animals, even if they're pre-vegan, even if they're not vegan yet, they still would not want to harm animals. Many states allow, thank goodness, they allow you to break a window and take a dog out of a hot car. But if you do that to a baby cow out of a factory farm or a baby pig out of a giant, slaughterhouse, that is a crime. And why is that? We should put these questions on the table. We should be discussing this atrocity against the animals. It's not good for the animals, and let me tell you, it's not good for the humans either.
No question about it. Laws are not fixed and should change to reflect the evolution and upliftment of human consciousness. Another stop was made in front of a major supermarket chain to object to the sale of animal people carcasses for human consumption. In order to advocate non-violence, a choreographed dance was performed, with many Animal Liberation March attendees as supporting dancers.
Animals want to be happy! Just like us! Animals want to be happy! Just like us! Are you going to play for it? Are you ready? No more oppression! No more oppression! No es comida! Es violencia! No es comida! Es violencia! Liberación animal! Liberación!
The Animal Liberation March ended at the San Francisco City Hall, where our young activist, Jacob Ahanalava, delivered an impassioned closing speech in the form of a commemorative poem he composed.
Let me say first that I love you all deeply. While the fight we fight is one that must be fought whether alone or together, such a rich, loving community, chock full of some of the most selfless individuals I've chanced upon, is the reason I stand here, is the reason I can stand, and may very well be the reason I live. I ask you all to look at the sky. As I write this speech, I don't know what it may look like. But as I write this speech, and as I speak it, magnitudes more than the number standing before me have lost their lives. And those millions, most have not once seen the sky. Until the world sees us as equals, we will rally for your arrival. So let us sing until victory. Let us fight and let us march. Once we march through the final cloud curtain, bearing life's oneness in its passage, let us see that world as ours, and let us kiss the sky together. For the dead above will feel our kiss, and though they may cry, let their tears be of joy.
Dear animal people rights activists, you take personal risks and sacrifice your freedom to challenge and improve the inhumane system affecting our co-inhabitant animal friends. Your admirable efforts give us hope for a better future of harmony and peace. Your genuine love for animal citizens will awaken many hibernating human souls. In heaven's grace, we pray for the safety and success of all individuals involved in open rescue work. May you be blessed as you usher in a new era of vegan world and world peace. For more information about Direct Action Everywhere, please visit directactioneverywhere.com and search for Direct Action Everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
In Numbers 11, there's a story of how the Israelites were craving meat, and when God gave them that meat, He then punished them. So this idea that eating meat doesn't actually please God in any way. Ali Atai Benet, vegan.
We don't want more war. We want to ask the Palestinian government to put their hands in the Israeli government's hands in order to reach peace resolve, to end this bloody conflict. And they must know that this is a popular demand in the two sides.
Roni is Jewish and Maha is Palestinian, a resident of Gaza City in the Gaza Strip. These two heroic women share an enduring friendship that has already withstood 2 wars in Gaza. And when they spoke, these women didn't speak of blame. They spoke only of how dialogue and violence can end the pain that both sides and both of them have experienced. Together, they give each other hope for a better future.
We're tired of wars. We want to cry out and say no, no more war. There are other ways. We want to live peacefully with our neighbors across the border. We want people to understand that war isn't getting us anywhere. Violence isn't getting us anywhere.
We agree there is no military solution to the conflict, and that real peace resides not in the hands of the governments, but in the hands of the people, our hands.
Real peace
O Gaza, please make peace, not war. Better near neighbors than relatives afar.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Conscientious viewers, thank you for joining us on today's program. Coming up next is Practice the Middle Way, Part 2 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. Our actions today will build the world for future generations. So, let's create heaven on earth for our children, so that they can bask in God's infinite love.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, heaven Godspeed.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule und suprememastertv.com/VEG.